everyone, Amy here. I'm gonna make buffalo chicken sliders for tonight. So we're gonna start out over here with the deluxe stand mixer because we are going to, this is a great weeknight meal for when you need something quick. We're gonna take just a regular rotisserie chicken, nothing special, bought it at Sam's. You can get yours at Walmart, Food Line, wherever you shop. Wherever your backbone or breastbone is here, if you just go to the side of that and cut down into this, I'm not using the skin, so I'm just gonna peel that off. And we're just gonna come over from the bottom here, up underneath, and cut in. Just sort of pick that breast up. We're gonna put that in there. How much chicken do we need for this? Well, it says one rotisserie chicken. So I guess we're gonna need most all of this. I'm not real keen on dark meat chicken. If you are, go ahead and pull that off too. I'm just gonna work with the, let me turn this around, work with the breast meat. Some of that skin off right there. Checking to make sure there ain't no little bones in there. Hear my dog prancing over here. She knows I've got chicken, y'all. She's like, Mama's making something good tonight. All right, I think that's pretty good. So once you plug her in, I'm just gonna cut this off just to show you. There's an on and off switch here on the back. Of the way so I can shut that. We're going to turn it on, and right here it comes up with all the different settings. We're going to leave it on custom. What that does is it starts out slow and it works its speed up, and you can do it for whatever amount of time you need. But I'm just going to show you for the so you'll know. Say we were going to do bread and we were going to knead it. It also shows you right beside which attachment you use, the little dough hook. Or if we were going to beat it, we're going to use the scraper. And one thing about our scraper, or mixer, I guess you could say, it has a scraping piece here on the side, so it gets all that over to the side better than most do. So, we're just going to set that. It's not really coming up with the time because it's custom. And it normally only will take about a minute. And this is going to shred all that chicken up for me. I just think that's the neatest thing that I can do that. It sure beats sitting there and pulling the chicken apart with your fingers. While this is going, I'm going to jump back over here because once this chicken is all set, we are going to put our buffalo sauce. I've just got regular buffalo wing sauce, and I got 2 bottles out here because this one's getting low. We're going to use a 4th of wing sauce. This is our 1 cup prep bowl. They come with their own little lids, and it has measurements here on the side. That's milliliters. This is a 1/4, this is a 1/2, this is 3/4, and all the way to the top will be a cup. So we are going to fill it up to the 1/4. Now if you like your stuff hotter, by all means, go ahead and add a little bit more. I'm following the recipe. I usually do that with most recipes. I'll follow it, see what it tastes like, and then adjust it the next time. My family does like it pretty spicy, so I don't think the 1/4 cup is going to be a problem. It's a good thing I got out that extra bowl. We're also going to add 1/4 cup of ranch to this. I make my own ranch. It's just the Hidden Valley packet. If you like the bottle kind, that's fine too. And I hope this is set up enough. I just made it earlier. Okay. So that's right up to the 1/2 cup level. Piece of chicken stuck in my fingernail. All right, let's see how our meat looks. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna pause this and show it to you. See, this is already shredded. May actually be shredded a little bit more so than we need, but that's okay. We're gonna put our ranch and buffalo sauce right back in here. And I'm just gonna turn it on long enough to mix that in with it. So that did for 2 minutes, 20 seconds. We might could have gotten away with about 1.5 minutes. Be mixed a little more than it should be, but okay. So that's how it looks now. And I'm just going to bring that over here. Put that in the sink. Next up, let me put this in the sink. The prep bowls come with their own little lids, so if you have like sauces or gravies left over, you can store them in the refrigerator. They're real cute. Love them. I have my silicone prep bowls out. This is the 1 cup. They each come with their own lid. There's the 1 cup, 2 cup, and 4 cup. We're just going to use the 1 cup today, and I really don't need the lid, so I'm just going to set that aside. And I'm going to put, I think this is about 2 tablespoons of butter here in there. And I'm going to pop that in the microwave. Probably for about 30 seconds. I maybe could have gotten away with 20. We're going to bake this at, was that 400 degrees? Yes. 400. And while that is doing, I'm going to show you our deluxe adjustable grater. Now it has its own little stand and it has measurements on the side of it too. We need a cup, and a cup is about the halfway point here. I'm just going to leave it in there for now. And what I usually do is I leave the cover on the one I'm not using just because these babies are pretty sharp. Now, it comes with its own safety feature. You can put this on the side and go up and down. I find that for me, the cheese moves an awful lot. Well, I mean, it does okay. I feel like I can do faster just doing it myself, so I usually do. Unless it gets down to the nub and I'm afraid to cut my finger. So. But I like to take a risk like that. So if you don't, or if this is something you're thinking your children would use, definitely use that safety feature. That actually might be, yeah, I think that's about a cup. Another good thing about, we like cheese in our house. Now I'm using just sharp cheddar cheese. If you like Colby cheese or mozzarella, I don't know that I would use mozzarella with this. You might want to, I don't know. Another thing about this, it comes apart. Take it apart this way here. Have to line something up. You could lay this on a bowl and just grate over that if you wanted to. And then just snap this back together. There we go. But it makes these coarser, more like, it reminds me of a brand I've seen at the store called Tillamook. But I call this like farmhouse shreds of cheese, is what I call it. Okay, so we've got that done. We're gonna come over here. This is an old version of the rectangle baking stone. And how, you know the difference with your stones. Mine still has these little cross patterns and it says Family Heritage Stoneware. So this is one that you do not want to put in the dishwasher. You just want to wash it with hot water, scrape it down with a scraper and let it dry. Our newer stoneware actually has wavy lines on the underneath of it and you can use it in the dishwasher to clean it. Pretty cool, huh? So I am going to put some cheese on that one. Move this here. Let me sit this back here. I have a thing of King's Hawaiian rolls here. Lost part of the rolls there. We're just going to sit this on here. I'm going to use the bread knife. The bread knife has its own cover, just like the chef's knife did, but it has that nice serrated edge, and it works really great for slicing bread. You want to leave the rolls intact, but you do want to slice them in half. And I might could have went down a little further with those, but set those on my gloves there for a minute. So at this point, we're going to take our mix and scrape, and we are going to put our chicken. Yeah, I think I shredded this chicken quite a bit. Should have been left a little looser, maybe. But that is the beauty of our mixer. You can actually walk away and do other things. If you know exactly how much time you need, you can set it and it'll stop on its own for you. Well, I guess I should have done that. Trying to spread this so that it's even on all of the different sandwiches. I don't want the ends to be so empty. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. We're going to put our cheese on top of that. And if you like your stuff extra cheesy, you could certainly do a little more than a cup. I'm just wanting to make sure it's kind of pretty well covered here. Alrighty. Then we're going to put our tops back on. And I'm just going to transfer this right back over to our baking mat, or rectangle baker. Now the one thing I wanted you to see with the silicone cups is they have this little spout here. So you could either use your, after I knock everything around, you could use your pastry brush, which will sit right on here. And I think I'm going to do that just to make sure I get it evenly all around. And this will help the tops to brown, plus a little bit of extra butter. Never hurt anything, right guys? And I'm just gonna pour my leftover all over it here. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this out because when it comes out, after it bakes, I'm gonna cut these into the little squares. Right now we are going to pop this in our oven for about 10 minutes. And then I wanted to show you one other thing. When I get ready to get these out, this is our new oven gloves. And I love these things. They're new for me. I just got them out of the box actually, but I used to have a pair of gloves that were called Of Gloves, and I think I still have one that I use all the time. And I didn't buy any more of the Paper Chef gloves. They had one that was similar to it. But when I saw these come out, I thought, oh my gosh, this reminds me of my Of Gloves. So you've got your little textured ribbing here that helps you to grip stuff. And you've also got this along your fingers that'll help keep from burning if anything goes through. And I did check, these are machine washable. You cannot use bleach with them. And it says not to use fabric softener because it might mess with the heat resistance. So other than that, put them in the washer, put them tumble dry low, and you're good to go. So, aren't these cool? Okay, guys, in about almost 8.5 minutes, we're gonna have some buffalo chicken sliders. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.